how to improve your communication within the team so that you could grow your business to the next level. By end of this video, you will know exactly 8 steps that you could use. These are not like regular, ordinary things that you hear in different places that ordinary people tell you. This is from real-time experience, around 25 years of dealing with people in 24 different countries and teaching businesses in 16 different countries. I realized that there are certain things. There are 8 things that is deciding whether a business is going to grow to the next level or the team is going to break down, right? And I'm also going to give you by end of this video a checklist that you could use to grow your business to the next level by identifying if your team members are effective or dysfunctional. Let's get started. Number 1, what is the biggest underlying principle of project success? It is not people, it is not your project itself, it is communication. Without communication, people fail. Without effective communication, companies fail. You might think it's your product, you might think it's your innovation. This is all important, but in order for you to execute successfully, you need effective communication. Think about it this way. 1, you are selling, it's communication, right? You're buying from vendors, that's communication. You're marketing, that is a messaging, that's communication, right? If you customer care, somebody became a customer, you're delivering product, that is a communication. And they have a complaint, that's a communication. Team members working with each other, that's a communication too. So if you look at business, is run by communication. So that's why you should really understand the importance of this and understand this thing. So here, first step, start with heart. Start with heart, end with brain. If your brain looks something like this, okay? Start with heart, end with brain. So this is a controversial idea. It's a simple yet controversial idea. Why? Because there are 2 groups of people. One group of people will tell you, you should lead with your heart. It's all about you, right? The other group of people, screw off. Just get results. I want the KPI, I want the result, and result, that's the only thing that I'm looking for. I don't care about anybody's heart, like I just want the result. Do you understand that? I just need result, I need result now. There's a challenge. Both of them are partially wrong. We need the heart to communicate. When you are in a conflict situation, we need the heart to initiate the conversation. And we need the brain to conclude the conversation. Do you understand? So in a conflicting situation, if you're leading with your brain, you just will fight with each other and scream at each other, like, a lot of profanity later, which I have been in different boardrooms like that over the years. And nothing gets done, it's not moving forward. That's the number 1 thing. Of the Silicon Valley CEOs that I know or that I was introduced to, that I coached, what we know is they have something called compassionate aggression. What is compassionate aggression? Which is the ability to be compassionate from your heart and then be aggressive in terms of being aggressive and ruthless in terms of competition and getting things. Going to number 2, which is over-communicate. Over-communication. What? Why would I over-communicate? Why would I over-communicate? This is why. Most of the communications are miscommunication. Most people are not listening. Are you listening right now? Hey, wake up. No, okay. So most people, they don't pay attention. They're just sitting around looking at you and not paying attention. And you know this. Like, you have told people to do so many things and they don't pay attention. You have to tell them again and tell them again, tell them again and again. And most of the time, they don't get it, right? So that's why you need to over-communicate. Over-communication. 80% of communications are miscommunication. Probably write this down. 80% of communications are miscommunications. If that's the case, if nobody is listening, you have to over-communicate. Over-communication. Does that make sense? Point number 3, open dialogue. Open dialogue. What is open dialogue? When I was younger as a CEO, when I was failing big time in my own businesses and losing money left and right, you know what I said? I'm the CEO of the company. I have to decide what has to happen in this company. I don't care what you think, just do the damn thing I'm asking you to. And I failed. Again and again. Until I learned this thing. It's not about your ego. It's not about your significance. You have a customer. This is a spiritual game where you have to suck up your ego, and you have to suck up to your arrogance, handle your arrogance, be humble, and deal with the need of the customer. You are doing business not because you are profound genius. It's because somebody has a problem that you're solving for them. And it doesn't taste good, but that's the truth. You have a problem that you're solving. It's not because you're handsome. It's not because you're big deal. It's not because you're so intelligent. You're solving a damn problem for somebody. And if you're solving that problem for somebody, if you're not good at solving the problem, market will outdate you, kick you out of the market. Your business will become nothing. It doesn't feel good, but that's the truth. That's why you should become an open dialogue person. There's an example. Scratching of stone. I'll explain the scratching of stone idea. There is one young kid, almost 10 years old, living in the US. His neighbor is having a big vessel that he's putting sharp stones in. And this vessel is like turning, like it keeps on turning. And he's like, wow, why are you putting the stones in this? And the neighbor said, I cannot tell you right now. Come back tomorrow morning and I'll tell you. And he couldn't sleep. He was thinking, I wonder what that is. He's a very curious kid. And you know what happened next day morning? He brushed his teeth. Before it's ready, sunrise, almost, he's there in front of neighbor's house. Sir, can you tell me why? And now he goes to the thing and he's like, let me show it to you instead of telling him. And he brings this kid to this vessel and shows him the sharp-edged stones. The sharp-edged stones, they became round and clear. And now it's valuable. Now it could be sold in market for decorations, so many other things. And he asked him, what did you learn from it? He said, I don't know. I mean, I'm just a young kid. But this kid grew up to become one of the top CEOs in the world. This kid, he built this company's team based on this idea. Later he said, this is one thing that shaped his life. The kid's name was Steve Jobs. The company that he built was called some fruit name, whatever it is. Apple, yeah. You understand the power of this? So Steve Jobs brought in scientists, engineers, and artists to the same company and got them to conflict with each other. The designer, the creative guy will be like, I want this creativity. And the artist, the engineer is like, who are you? I don't care about what you think. So they scratched on each other, create a company. Do you see the power of this? Do you see that these are not like ordinary ideas that you hear from people? These are the real stuff that we use for helping companies grow from $100 million to $1 billion in different parts of the world. Like there are so many people, if you don't know about me, there are so many people in my group who has built multiple billion-dollar companies, right? So this is not some theoretical session you're listening to. If you're serious about growing a business, listen to the rest of the video. That will give you significant clarity on how to move forward in your business. If you're not serious about your business, go check the next video. Okay, go to the next one, which is storyteller. Story. If you look back to your childhood, if you really feel into it, you will know and you could see that what you remember about your life are nothing but stories. The stories that your mom told you when you were going to sleep. If you had that privilege, if not somebody else told you, the books that you read. Stories have a deeper way of connecting with our subconscious. Story can change the way we look at the world. Use stories to sell your idea to your team. Ultimately, your business is just an idea which is powerful enough to change the world in some capacity. So if you don't sell your idea to your team, how are they going to win? So you communicate your ideas in stories and create trust. When you're a storyteller, people trust you. So that's how you build trust in yourself. And that brings me to the fifth point, which is not follow action, follow results. Follow execution. Follow execution. Not the killing type of execution, other one. So, in companies, what happens? Many people, what they do is, they just say fascinating ideas. The CEOs are like visionaries and they will be like, okay, I have this fascinating idea. And everybody is like, wow, what a great idea. Nobody gets shit done. Have you seen this in your company? Yet? If not, you're not seeing it. That's how it'll work. So there are people who suck up to you. People say nice things to you. Oh, you look good. Or you have great ideas. Oh, you are the smartest in the whole world. Yet, they don't get shit done. Here's the thing. Follow execution. Bias execution. Keep people who are following execution, which means focus on results instead of action. We are not looking for activities. This is not picnic. We are not looking for activities. We are looking for results. If you want your team to be effective in communication, follow results. So when somebody come to you and say, I did this, I did that, I did. Okay, good. What's the result you have? I was like, what's the result you have? No, I spent 8 hours calling. Do you have a result? Can you see the problem? Yeah. So that is the fifth thing. And you see, like, these are not like ordinary stuff that you hear from everywhere, but this could literally change your business. This could become the solution for your financial challenges in your business. This could potentially grow your business to the next level, potentially help you become a unicorn. We are working with these businesses, and this is phenomenal. What I'm about to tell you, this particular thing, this is part of the execution. What I'm about to tell you could transform your business. Transform your business if you pay attention. Here's the thing. I thought I understood, I assumed the poison pills of business. I thought I understood, I assumed poison pills. Why? Because the thing is done. They screwed up and something happened. You ask them, what happened? They say, I understood. I assumed. They don't say assume most of the time. They'll be like, I thought you asked me to do that. Oh my gosh, you are such a horrible communication. You were supposed to tell me. I thought you were telling me this. Eliminate from your company communication. This is how you bias execution. Eliminate this from your company. And the people who are not willing to adapt to this new philosophy, don't eliminate them, fire them. What does this mean? And how do you replace it? You replace with I assume. Not past tense, I assume. I think this is what I'm hearing from you. Seriously, this will save you several years in life if you really understand this. I think this is what I'm understanding from you. I am assuming that this is what you're telling me. Is that true? Get them to do that. Get them to do that, clarify, so that they could bias towards execution. Otherwise, they'll do everything, they'll come back, they'll screw up, and you will be frustrated. Business is going nowhere. Going to the sixth one. This is a fascinating one. The next three ones, please pay close attention to that. Gardener versus chess master. Gardener versus chess master. So here's the thing with the gardener. Really nice, cuddly guy, friendly. People think that I'm a very friendly guy, and they think that, oh, he's very friendly. He could take advantage of him. And who tends for their flowers, allow the plants to grow, give them space to grow, and separate them by flower type. That's gardener. The chess master is like, I just give me the result. That's the only thing that I care about. Give me the result. If you don't have the result, screw you. Just leave the company. Right? Execution. And they're ruthless. They plan to win. The gardener is the executioner, the chess master, is a plan to win. Take on the market. They practice intolerance, not patience. The gardener is, I just need to be patient. I just need to be exercising more patient. What is the mudra that I could use? Calm down even more. The executioner is like, no, like I don't want patience. I have enough patience. I want impatience. I want to be intolerant. Who's right? You tell me who's right. Both of them are right and both of them are wrong. You need to be a gardener and executioner, gardener and chess master at the same time. The Western world taught us for the last 50 years, You have to be a chess master. Now, Western world is becoming Zen. Namaste. We should become Gardener. And the Eastern world is like, now we are getting the message. We have to be the chess master. Let's not be biased by stupidity, right? Let's go out of the world of bias and see that you need to be Gardener and a chess master at the same time. Makes sense? Go to the next one. Team of teams. How's this feeling, guys? When you're listening to this, does it resonate with your business? Like, is it like, oh, there is this thing, ChatGPT telling us some stuff, versus, do you see this could really transform your business? Do you see that do you see more possibility in your business and your life because of these ideas? If you want to, if you feel like this is creating value for you, you can subscribe to my channel. I would love you even more. I already like you. And like and comment and ask me questions. I'll do my best to answer that. But make sure that you execute. Make sure that you get excited, excited. Oh, this is fascinating. And what did he do? Nothing. Let that not be your story. You be a person who execute and be a gardener and chess master at the same time. Going to the last 2 points, then I'm going to give you the checklist and let's conclude for the day. Okay, cool. Team of teams. Team of teams. When you start having a bigger team, especially a bigger companies having bigger team, you have people, more people are coming in, and what happens is it becomes big, too big. Especially if you're $100 million, $10 million, $1 million or more, you have more and more people, then it becomes unmanageable. Complexity. How do I communicate with all these people? That's why we need to have something called team of teams, where you have a system of management, which is not like the hierarchy model. It could be more of a circular model, where you have a team of people supporting, and I'll talk more about the circular model in a future session. But in this particular case, you want to create team of teams where you are getting 2 people to be accountability partners as the fundamental unit in your company. So you have thousands of people, but everybody has a buddy system. When a person joins the company, they have a buddy to support them as well. So there is kind of a mentor-mentee relationship there, and then they support each other in the similar departments and support each other to grow in their career and move to the next level and bring best results for the company. So there's so much more to talk about it. If you're curious about, put that in the comment. I'll be happy to chat about it. That brings me to my final point, which is 1% continuous improvement. 1% continuous improvement. 1% CI. So what does this mean? Which means that I told you all these 7 things. Okay, so in order for you to grow your business to the next level, you need to start thinking, how can you perfect flawless communication? How can you perfect flawless communication in your business? How do you do that? It's not just doing this, you are improving this every day. How could I be more aligned with my heart and aligned with my brain? How could I follow step number 2? Get over communication. And like that, stories, right? Open dialogues, and like that, you need to gardener and chess master. So you need to follow team of teams, focus on results. Like that, these 7 things you have to do it consistently, again and again, and improve it 1%. That's the final step of building a powerful team who can lead us to a top 1% company in the world. So, like I said, if this video created value, just go ahead and subscribe and learn more about business and be serious about business. Be serious about growing your business to the next level. And now I'm going to give you the checklist, the 7 things that you could ask your team to see, or ask yourself to see if your team is your team is world class or not, right? So the first one is trust. Okay. And second one is trust too. First one is, do they trust you, right? You are here, this is you, and you have so much more hair than me. So do they trust you as a person? That's number 1. Okay, do they trust you? Second thing is, do they trust each other? Do they trust each other? Third one is, are they committed? Are they committed? Because if they are not committed, what are we doing here? If they are not committed, nothing is moving forward. And even if they are committed, are they accountable? Is there accountability? Okay. 5, are they focused on results? Which means it could be dollar, it could be money, it could be Indian rupees, it could be pound or whatever that is. Are they focused on the bottom line? And also, the next thing is, do they take initiative? Do they take initiative? And here is the thing. There is a difference. There is a 25%. This is a magic number, 25. Okay? That magic number, I'll tell you that in a second. The final thing is, are they open to making 1% improvement? If they are open to making 1% improvements, that if they have all these attributes, then you have a really good team that is not world class, that is good enough to be taken to a world class level. Okay, so that is the end of the conversation. I'll tell you about the 25. The 25 is basically people who take initiative in your business. If you have a business that has people who take initiative, which is a very small number of businesses in the world, and if you have one of those businesses, if you become one of them, you could have 25% more revenue for your company. Isn't that fascinating? The difference between the companies who has employees who are checked out, whatever, versus people who are like seriously committed to moving forward. Do you see the difference? That difference is 25% more money. If you're doing $100 million, that could be $125 million just by engaging your team members, getting them to take initiative. How do I do that? There's so much more to talk about. I'll see you on the next video. But before you go, if you want to download my 90 Days Life for free as a gift from me and learn from that, and possibly qualify to get a 28-day virtual mentoring from me, click on the link below. This is my gift to you. Use that to download my book, and possibly if I'm doing this at this point, you could get my 28-day virtual mentoring so that you could use my skill set. It's nothing to sell here. I just want to give you this gift. It's my gift to you. You can use that and take your business to the next level. Talk to you next time.